Okay, we're back and we're going to be working on our Haunted Mansion page for our MA009 book. So the first thing we're going to do is I cut the pieces for my pocket pages, and these pocket pages are going to be 11 by 11. And since they're so big, I had to do it a little bit differently. So what we're going to do is they have, each piece is going to have a score mark. And you're actually going to cut 16 of these pieces. So what we want to do is we're going to fold these on the score mark. But I wanted to show you just a little trick, because it's so big, how I did this. So I just took my ruler and lined it up with my score mark like this. And just used it as a guide for folding my paper. And then I folded it down. And that way you won't have to worry about it not folding exactly right. Next thing that we're going to want to do is, as soon as I find my score tape, we're going to put some score tape down. And hold on one second, I'll be right back. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some score tape on the outside of this fold here like this. And I'm going to do that for both pieces. So all 16 pieces are going to be exactly the same. So we're just going to do this. And we're basically going to be making 8 pockets. This is going to be quite the book when we're done. I'm super excited about it. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a rub, give that a rub. And we're going to do this one side at a time because it's going to be super easy to mess this up. So I'm going to put it so the one score tape they're facing each other, okay? So you can see this is going to line up nicely. But what we want to do is get this pushed down, and I'm going to pull the score tape paper off here. Okay, and I'm going to try to do this best I can to show you. So I'm just going to, I really want to just start at one corner and get it lined up there. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the other side. I'm going to pull the score tape off, well, the paper anyway. Okay, and again, I'm just going to get that laid down, and I'm just going to gently push that down. Okay, so what you're going to end up with is our pocket page, and we're going to, in another video I'll show you, we'll make the photo mats that are going to go inside. Okay, now, for this book, what we're going to do is every front page is going to be like a scene and a way for pictures. The back side is going to be where we're going to have all of our flips and openings and stuff like that. But I wanted to do some scrapbook layouts because sometimes, we all need a little inspiration, and even I do so. So what I did was, first thing is I cut this piece of paper. This is 10.5 by 10.5. And in your file, you're going to get like a bunch of waves of different colors. I decided not to use that because I had this paper, and this is called Haunted Mansion paper, and I don't know that it's available anymore, but if you can find some cool Halloween paper, that might be a good alternative to doing the background that comes with the files. So before I glue this down, though, I want to get everything laid down on the page. Okay, so what we're going to have is you're going to have a black circle, and then we're going to have the moon, and I inked the edge of my moon. So I'm just going to put some glue on the back here and get this circle glued down. Okay. Then the easy part is going to be, we're going to take our hitchhiking ghosts, and I'm going to use my transfer tape. I'm just going to give that a good rub. Pull that up. And I just want to center them kind of in the moon. I think they're so cute. I just love it. Okay. And carefully lift this up. Now you want to be careful. You don't want to rub your transfer tape on the paper part too hard because it will start to pull away at your paper, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to pull down here because it's easier. Okay. So we have our moon, and that's going to go up in the corner like that. Okay. Then what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to show you. We have, we're going to have a pocket in here, which you'll be able to slip some more photos in. So you're going to have a piece that has score mark here, here, and along the bottom. I'm just going to fold that. And this is very typical pockets of what we've done before. So I'm just going to fold that. Okay. And what's going to be different is you're going to have another piece that has a score mark along the top. So we're just going to fold that along the score mark. And this is going to have like a flip opening, which will be super cute. Okay, so what we want to do is I'm going to put some score tape on the inside of this flap. And again, I got this score tape at Amazon. You can buy them in rolls, sets of 5 rolls, and it's great. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this so that the one side that has no fold to it, that's the one that I want to stick this to. And I want to get this nice and centered on here. Okay, and I'm just going to give that a little rub. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to put some score tape on all 3 flaps, and you want it on the back side of the flap. So we're just going to score that like this. Okay, so we're just going to get this score tape like that. And like this. Okay. All right, so now that those are nice, we're going to just pull the tape off of here. And this will hold 4x6 photos for you. So I'm just going to get that right in the corner here. Right about there. Okay. So then you're going to have 3 pattern papers that will fit. So I've cut mine and I also inked those. So I'm just going to get some glue and glue these down. One on the inside flap. And then one on the outside flap. So we get a little bit of interactivity on our page here, but not as much as we will for the back. Okay, then I'm just gonna get my moon glued down next. Oops, actually, I'm gonna lift that up. I'm sorry. No, okay, never mind. We will work that out. I should have stuck my ghost down first. All right. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get your moon glued, and then you're going to want to put your ghost before you put your pocket page. And I should have done that, but I can fix that. So, okay, let's see. I'm going to just put this like that. And I'm going to have this ghost, I'm going to slip him kind of inside the pocket. I initially had him coming on the outside, but he's going to go inside the pocket. So I'm just going to get some glue. It's always a good idea to watch the video completely before you put this together, because sometimes I do that. I'll make a mistake. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my other ghost glued down. Okay, and I need him to be about here. Okay, and then I need a nice big piece of transfer tape. So I'm just gonna, since I have two pieces here, I'm just going to actually stick two pieces together. If you don't have a piece that's long enough, this always works. And then you can peel them apart again. So it's easy. All right, so I'm going to pull that off. Give this a little scrape here. See, those pieces separate pretty easy. Oops. Okay. Okay, next thing, we're going to get our Haunted Mansion title down. I'm going to give that a good rub. I made you lots of accessories to go with this section of the book, so if you wanted to, you could cut out a couple of those and put them, on here. It'll, make it really cute if you want to, or save them for the back pieces that we're going to be working on. Okay, so the next thing is we have Donald, and you can see if we put him over the flap, you're not going to be able to lift the flap up because he's going to be in the way. So as much as I love the chain and the ball, I'm going to actually trim off the ball. So I'm going to get him glued down. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put a little foam behind him too, because it's kind of what we've been doing. So maybe we'll just cutting some foam, and it doesn't have to be fancy or pretty or anything. You just want it to be big enough that it will keep him up. And so you can't see it. And I think I'll put another little piece there. So I'm just going to glue those down like that. And again, you could use a score tape or you can use glue, whichever one you like better. Okay. And we are almost done with another page. I just love the way this is coming out. It's so cute. Okay. All right, and then we got to put some more glue on the backs here. I'm just going to get him glued right on there where I want him. So you'll see some of his chain, but we won't get the whole thing. This is why we didn't want to glue the background on until we were ready. Okay, so I'm just going to take a pair of scissors and snip that off. All right, and next thing is just to glue this down. I'm just going to flip this over, put some score tape down. I think 2 is going to be enough. I don't think we need to do all 4 sides. Of course, you can do all 4 if you want to. Okay, so you want to make sure that your holes are to your right and your left when you put this on here. And you just want to get that centered. Lay that down. And there you go. So this will flip up, and then you still have a pocket to stick some photos in. All right, thanks for watching. We will be back with more pages coming up.